Neighbor Joe, Neighbor Joe, Neighbor Joe. Oh, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning, morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning. You can keep your conniving morning. When you been a corrupong, you not been tell me morning. No, because your money done, you come with conniving morning. When you had your pocket full, you not been tell me morning. No, because your money done, you hustle for tell me morning. Morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe, come. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe, come. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe, come. This is all the money that me work for. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. This is all the money that me work for. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Oh, Joseph, pour me. Oh, Joseph, pour me. Oh, Joseph, pour me. What we could do with a gilla piece? 1 bunch queen plantain, 1 string quacquari, 1 Jill black pepper. All you could do with a gilla piece. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. When you been a corrupong, you not been tell me morning. Now because your money done, you come with conniving morning. When you had your pocket full, you not been tell me morning. Now because your money done, you hustle for tell me morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. You can keep your conniving morning. Neighbor Joe, Neighbor Joe, Neighbor Joe. Oh, morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. You can keep your conniving morning. When you been a corrupong, you not been tell me morning. No, because your money done, you come with conniving morning. When you had your pocket full, you not been tell me morning. No, because your money done, you hustle for tell me morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe, come. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe, come. Neighbor, neighbor, Joe, come. This is all the money that me work for. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. A 2 pound a note and a gilla piece. This is all the money that me work for. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. Oh, Joseph, pour me. Oh, Joseph, pour me. Oh, Joseph, pour me. What we could do with a gilla piece? 1 bunch queen plantain, 1 string quacquari, 1 Jill black pepper. All you could do with a gilla piece. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. Morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want your conniving morning. When you been a corrupong, you not been tell me morning. Now because your money done, you come with conniving morning. When you had your pocket full, you not been tell me morning. Now because your money done, and you hustle for tell me morning, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning. I don't want you conniving morning, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning, morning, neighbor, morning. You can keep your conniving morning.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
We love the open county of the Rupununi and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we may criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we need to keep it. We have that right.
We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving.
Oh yes, a lot of you gon' vex, but I tell you, sometimes you just got to listen. There's a child in every home and every community. They will grow up to be symbols of unity. They'll be colorblind to race and ethnicity. That's the vision of a leader like President Irfan Ali. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. For too long we've been fighting one another. It's race against race, but in the end the country suffer. Oh, we were born here, not in India nor Africa. But But if we can't get along, the foreigners gon' eat we suffer. We must put an end to racism. Let it end now with this generation. Together we'll develop this nation. Make Guyana the gem of the Caribbean. Don't listen to them wicked politicians who will divide us to win an election. Believe it or not, Guyanese no smarter than that. Yeah, I told you, it's your boy Padmore. Unity is the key. We are all one and we should be treated as one. Our ancestors were slaves and laborers, but the life they endured made it better for us. We honor their sacrifice and the freedom they bought for we. But some descendants of slaves use that to fuel the rich. It doesn't matter what's your skin color, when we bleed blood it's red the same. Let's respect and love one another. When a brother cry we must feel the pain. We're Portuguese, African and Indian. We're Chinese mixed up, we're Amerindians. We're all Guyanese. Let's end this segregation. I'm appealing to Guyanese in the diaspora. We welcome you home. We've got a lot to offer. It's not the same place that you run away from. Come see the paradise Guyana has now become. I'm talking about the one Guyana, where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana, to grow up in a land united and free, with equality and blessed with prosperity. It's a message I just want you to understand. Stop and think for a minute. Really think for a minute. If we can't fix the present, then we should work on the future.
Good morning, and welcome along to Livewire. It is the 4th of March. We're in the third month of 2024, and the year is rolling on. Really happy to have you guys here on another episode as we roll through. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend doing whatever you do. I had an opportunity to meet some Livewire viewers, and I met Mukesh Vishnudat and his wife and a couple of their friends as well. Really interesting weekend, a bunch of interesting people. Always good to meet persons who support the program and have an interest in what I do here. So really, really, really great about that. Met Dial Sukram as well the other day. And it's really good to see Guyanese are in the diaspora. They are showing an interest in coming back home, coming to see what is happening here, not just listening to rhetoric or persons who, like them, based overseas and might not have all the information, but spreading information to cause chaos and I won't say panic, but disenchantment amongst Guyanese living overseas about their prospects in relation to moving back to Guyana. So I'm indeed happy to see that Guyanese are interested in coming home. They are interested in what's happening here. They do see the progress, they do see the growth, and they want to be a part of it. So, hats off to all those Guyanese who have an interest in coming back here and building Guyana, being a part of this process, not just sitting on the sidelines with pouting because we ain't get in our way, right? Not misleading people because we ain't get in our way. So that aside, morning to everybody on the live here already. Vina Ramkaran, morning to you. Special good morning to Miss Eunice Ragobir joining us from Canada. Chris, morning to you. Safu Diabru, morning to you. Sherwin Siram, morning to you. Dioraj Knott, Michael Dennis. And look, here we got this here again. Michael coming home after 45 years. And I must say, the couple I met this weekend, they are home, I think, 35 and 40 years respectively. They've been out of this country. And the fact that they could have come home, we sat on the Esplanade there for a little bit, and they were happy to see the transformation, to know that to know what they left it as, and to come back and see all these things happening across this country, not just in the capital city. So again, a lot of Guyanese interested in coming back home here and being a part of what's going on. Pushram Kishore, morning to you. Shirley Singh, Leroy Mangal joining us from NYC. Alonso Jardine, morning to you. Vera Badar, morning to you. Pam Singh, Vijay Lacha, morning to you. Reddy Prasad, Ronald Martindale, Joan Abidjan joining us from Canada, Ru Garib, Sunita Sukraj, Neil Ramlokan, Desiree Biong, morning to you. Chris, morning. Aaron Raghubir, good morning. Geeta Prasad, Vishram Patrick, Paul Joseph, big up yourself. Maureen Razio, morning to you. Umar Sharif joining us from NYC. Mukesh Vishnu, that I just talk your name, Bano. Dial, I just talk your name too. Two y'all commenting just after each other. Guys, if you're joining us on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel so that when the live comes on, you'll be able to get a notification. And even if you missed it, the notification will be there so you can see it after. And for those persons on Facebook, if you're just happening to see the live in a group, you can click on Comrade Courdel Jones and follow me on Facebook too, so you can keep up to date with the lives that we do here. You know, keeping you up to date with what's going on, and government information and that kind of thing. Just so the Sergeant, morning to you. Soma Bipath, morning. Asif Hamad, Geeta Prasad, I think I called Geeta already. Tara Subrian, morning to you. Shadia Khan, morning. Who else we got here? Tracy Martindale, morning to you. I hope you did something special for John's birthday. I hope so. Cook up and thing. Daniel Aswim, morning. Rahim Amarali, morning. Ganesh Bharat, morning. Lola Hari, Jean Cornelius, Richard Stanislas, Denita Narain, good morning to you. Call your name already, Cecil. Eddie Ragnat, morning. Boy, who else is here? Krista Kurprasad, Reynard Sobers, you better be at work. Shakila Bridgelal, I ain't seen you in a while, but welcome back. I know I saw you on Friday. Ajay Chatterpal, morning to you. Gil Ian. Counselor Alfonso de Armas, big up yourself. Good morning to you and the family. I guess you guys in the car heading to work. Good morning to you and all the little ones there on your end. And please don't forget to call the young lady about the employment. They're bugging me. Please, no, they're bugging me. They're inquiring, they're following up. So please call about the employment, please. Dionan Suku, Brian Nagamutu, Rudolph Sarju, morning to you. Karen De Silva Ali, good morning to you. What? I see a lot of new names here, man. Zelina Khan, Keith Benjamin, Anand Gangadin, morning to you. Big up one of my favorite persons, man, Councillor Stephanie Nelson Moore, out of the Mocha Arcadia area, and a special good morning to town clerk that's about to go on leave, Miss Candice Nelson, morning to you. Sally Jones, morning. Get the name call is steady ready. Ready Passat said, get the name call is steady. Shh, you can get to that. Anyway, morning to everybody on the live. Let's get into it. Like as I said, I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. And the weekend was what it was. over the weekend we celebrated an anniversary, and people who are friends with me on Facebook and that kind of thing would have seen me post about that anniversary. And I also saw the president did a live as well, speaking to it. And I was happy that he did in a serious way because I approached it in a joking matter. However, it is a very serious situation. Princess Naku, morning to you. It's a very serious situation. And if it were not for the resilience of the Guyanese people, the resilience of the local and international observers, the parties that took part in it, and I'm speaking about the last general regional elections, we would have had, I don't know what to call Guyana right now. I don't know what situation we would have been in, but to all those persons, camera, oh Lord, oh, you're making me look bad, camera. The people pay a set of money for you. Jesus. Anyway, hopefully it catch itself. But that anniversary sticks with us and we'll remember it. As young people in Guyana, I'm talking about persons below 30. Well, I'm not below 30. Trouble. But anyway, like I'm saying, for persons, let's say 35 and below, we have only heard tales of the atrocities that took place back in the day when it comes to elections. We just heard stories of how ballot boxes used to be moved out and whole villages voting for one party. We heard of overseas voting and all sorts of things. But 2020 showed us exactly what the old folks used to tell us about. Right? And even in the minds of some young people, they felt like, geez, these people exaggerated. I mean, it can't be so bad. And this is with documented history, not Guyanese documented history, internationally documented history of rigging the elections. Even in my younger days, I used to listen to persons talk, and I'm like, nah, man, these people can't be so bad. It can't be so bad. It can't be so barefaced. And lo and behold, 2020 came about. And all those 80s babies and 90s babies and the 2000s, all of us who heard about rigging and Barnum and the GDF and all kind of thing and all the persons who are involved got a first-hand look at what the PNC had to offer the people in this country, right? We had a first-hand look at it. So I was happy that the president took some time to address the regularization of 2020. The attempt to steal democracy here in Guyana, to steal your vote, my vote, to hold on to power. The attempt to penalize the Guyanese people by forcing themselves onto them to continue the poor governance that was exhibited between 2015 and 2020. And unlike Aubrey Norton, it's not just a wild statement being made. Persons can quantify what they're talking about, right? The taxes put on the citizens of this country, the taxes put on the elderly, the grants taken away from the children, the bonus taken away from the joint service people, that now we want them to go, in case Venezuela show off, to go to that border to protect us, right? Limited housing, no sort of infrastructure. That is what we would have been experiencing currently if we had Granger still in power. You can imagine what would have been happening in this country. No hero highway. I bet you they're still studying who friend to give the bridge contract to. GPL would have had must be about 50 trucks that they pay over 100% for and not generators. So I am telling you, just reflect on 2015 and the stagnation that Guyana went through. Right? It's like 2015, we been on a slow stream going. And then when 2015 hit, right, we go into a swamp or some marshy area that we can't move. You gotta get airboat. We not airboat. We still in a canoe. Right? The Irfan Ali administration come and drain the swamp, dig out everything, clean it out so the water clear again so we could flow. We put on a little 40 engine on the back so we move in. Not fast, but we move in. We got a 40 on the back. Right? But the opposition now can see this progress and going to turn and tell the people of the country we needed a 200 on the back of the boat. Same little boat we got walking, going along, you know. Punch punching, increasing salaries incrementally, building up infrastructure and all them kind of thing. They come in like a force. And if we had them in office, I don't want to think what it would look like. Now, as I said, President Ali addressed the anniversary of one of the things that put Guyana on the map. And I keep telling you, when Guyana go on the map for stupidness, you notice there's one set of people is there. One particular party was getting mentioned somewhere in there. Right? Now, back to the president's speech. Now, I was glad that he acknowledged the democratic process. And President Ali expressed gratitude to Guyanese for participating in the national elections and electing the government of their choice. Now, in relation to upholding democracy, he highlighted the challenges faced in uprooting undemocratic forces that attempted to steal the elections and emphasized the importance of preserving democracy and the rule of law. Now, as far as I would remember, around that time, COVID-19 was ripping through the area. And he also acknowledged government's efforts in managing the COVID-19 pandemic, including converting an incomplete hospital into a functional facility and saving lives. And that is how important the lives of Guyanese was to the coalition government. They buy a hospital, renovate it, and then had no equipment, nothing in there. Right? That is how they plan to spend money. And much less if they had the oil money. Right? I must mention before I go on the redesignated 18 million. Right? 18 million that wasn't there for us. Then it turned into a gift. Then it turned into the payment to go to the ICJ. Right? That's a coalition for you. Now, President Ali also spoke about economic initiatives. President Ali outlined various economic initiatives undertaken by his administration, such as removing taxes, reopening sectors like mining and agriculture, and creating job opportunities. Now, again, I must remind you that during that period, that 2015-2020 period, agriculture, mining, forestry, and all these things, they were hemorrhaging. Right? The taxes, imagine if we had the current inflation rates now with the AP and new taxes that they had put on the country still in effect. All them persons who complaining about high prices all of that, there is the government cushioning, the cushioning effort from the government. Over 200 taxes and licensing fees were rolled back to their previous levels. Now imagine if you are paying that, like I tell you all about the taxes on gas. Imagine you are paying the extra at the pump. So the 218 or the 219 that you're paying there now, that you're accustomed to. Imagine what that would have been like if the government didn't step in and absorb that cost, that excise tax on fuel when it comes in, right? Now, President Ali also touched on infrastructure development, and he emphasizes the investment in infrastructure, including healthcare and education facilities, and initiatives to improve living conditions of various segments of society, right? So you do know of the hospitals that are being built across the regions. You do know of the major high schools being constructed in the hinterland areas, and even those here on the coast as well. And the heavy investment in education and infrastructure in this year's budget. Now, President Ali also spoke to commitment to promises. Now, President Ali asserts that his administration has delivered on its promises to improve various aspects of life in Guyana, including healthcare, education, and social services. So again, I mentioned increased healthcare facilities, improve upgraded healthcare facilities, additional healthcare facilities, same thing for schools, improved, upgraded schools, additional schools, new schools being added, social services. So you see the addition of persons with dialysis receiving some funding to assist with treatment, persons with disabilities, and persons who are on special assist. Is it special assistance? Yeah, I think it's special assistance. I think that's what it's called. That has been increasing incrementally over the years as well. The promise of increasing pension 100%. Currently, we're at 75%, a 75% increase in pension since the Irfan Ali administration took office, among other things that the government has continued to deliver on. In terms of mining, the tributaries tax, I think it was completely taken away or decreased. Forestry, all sorts of things. You see the government ensuring that the promises made, whether it be in their manifesto or on the campaign trail or wherever, they have been working assiduously to deliver on those promises. Look at all the international hotels that are going up around the country. So much so that you have a mayor and city council fighting against the development of the capital city. Are we going to get to that too? You hear me? We can get to that too. Because Mayor Mentor, I mean, is somebody that I, I, I don't want to say I don't like the guy, but I don't understand him. I don't understand him, but we can get to that. Now, President Ali also took some time to touch on the challenges with the teachers' strike. Now, he addressed the challenges regarding the ongoing strike by teachers, emphasizing the importance of following the established procedure and dialogue to resolve the issue. And again, I remind you that dialogue was happening between the GTU and the Ministry of Education. So much so that at the last meeting they had, they scheduled another meeting for the 21st of February, just before Mashrumani. And before that meeting could be held, the GTU decides to break the procedure, establish procedure, and jump ahead to the end and initiate strike action. So even when they sent their letter to the Ministry of Labor seeking mediation or arbitration or something of the sort, the Ministry of Labor saying, man, how we reach this point? You and the ministry still talking. So in the negotiation process, maybe the GTU heard something he didn't like and just decided to walk away from the table. So is it a case of my way or no way, GTU? Is that how we're approaching the collective bargaining that everybody is talking about? The collective bargaining is the government adopting the position of the GTU? Come on, man. Let's be realistic. No, President Ali acknowledged the resilience of the Guyanese people during challenging times, and and more so through the struggle against undemocratic forces and the impacts of natural disasters like floods and El Nino, right? Now, he highlights the government's efforts to improve social welfare, including increased support for pensioners, as I mentioned before, school children, teachers, I hope you all listen to that. Especially those who gonna go out on the road. Region 3, they're dying down. They ain't really able with that something, you know. Farmers, public servants, and vulnerable groups, as well as investment in healthcare and education. He also touched on investment in human capital. Now, President Ali mentions government's focus on investing in human capital, such as providing scholarships and working towards free university education to empower the people of Guyana. Now, I hear sometimes the opposition talks about UG, and who in like UG, and no emphasis on UG. The only thing they did for UG was to increase the fees to the UG students by, I think, about 35%. So how are you now coming to talk about free tertiary education? Were you making any moves to that end, 2015 to 2020, making tertiary education free? Was it a plan of you increase the UG fees so that the person's paying now for everybody else who going UG after or something like that? Where was the plan for the University of Guyana? Where was the plan? And if you want to talk about programs and you mentioning the gold, I hope you contrast it to the Bertram College foolishness that they had at Ogle there. How many persons benefited? What was the certification gain when you finished the Bertram College and nonsense, public service foolishness that they had there? Right? How many persons of public service could actually take off when they're done graduating from the place? We used to learn there, because I mean, I don't understand. Anyway, so I hope whenever they're talking about the gold program, they contrast it to the Bertram College of foolishness in public service that they had. And look at the numbers and the certification. Whether those persons who went to that college could take that and go anywhere in the Caribbean or the world and present that foolishness to anybody and tell them they're looking for work. Right? That is what I want to know. Are those persons, are those 6,000 teachers that are currently on the gold program, could leave teaching when they're done there and still be certified and go someplace else and get something? How much of those persons who graduate the Bertram College of foolishness, employed now in the public service, doing what? Right? If people don't know, public service people sit down there until they got to retire. There got a few people who's beat out and left public service and, you know, make way for new people coming. People sit down on public service work. You understand? So it's not like every year you're taking in 1,000 people or 500 persons or 500 persons out of the school into the public service. They're not space for it. They're not space for it, right? Now, President Ali also spoke about technological advancements. There is a vision for modernizing governance systems through technology, digitization. I said it right. Digitization. Got it. Right. Trouble. and improvements in the legal and justice services to enhance efficiency, reliability, and transparency. And we've seen that being systems being introduced in various public service entities to speed up the process and move away from the paper-based system. Now, he also touched on the empowerment of the private sector. Now, the government aims to empower the private sector by creating opportunity for wealth creation and expansion, which is crucial for economic growth and prosperity. And that is evident in the creation of all these new entrepreneurs that are getting involved in government contracts and getting their small business owners who are getting their grants to expand or start up their business um, through the Ministry of Human Services and Social Security. There's a grow program so that the women who are single parents or who have been in situations that would have caused them to um, not be in the best situation, they have an opportunity to go through the grow program, become skilled in some area, and start a small business and provide for the children that they may have and themselves too as well. So we see a lot of investment in creating an environment for investment. So you have international persons who want to come to Guyana to invest, be a part of the traditional sectors or the oil and gas sector. Then we also see an environment being created for Guyanese to be a part of the oil and gas sector, expand their businesses in the traditional sector, or even to get a foot in the door in the traditional sectors with the plans and initiatives coming out of the Sierra led administration. Now, in terms of the vision for the future, President Ali outlines a vision for Guyana in 2030 and beyond, aiming for economic growth, sustainable development, and leadership in areas such as climate change and energy. Now, in relation to unity and prosperity, the president underscores the government's commitment to working for the benefit of all citizens, bridging divides, and promoting unity under the banner of One Guyana. Now, we've seen and heard persons in the opposition, and it's their regular mantra: discrimination, marginalization. This community is not being developed because of this and this and that kind of thing. And most of the times, if you go back to that same community and you say, hey, okay, what did you do whilst you were there for this community? Like places like Buxton and Pleasance and those places, they have nothing to show that they could say the PNC, APN, UAFC did this for me. They have nothing to show there, right? The people at Beirut who got the titles didn't get it under Patterson as a minister of housing or Ferguson as a minister of housing. They didn't get it then. All those people in Region 9 who got the house lots now, all the people in Region 3, Region 4, Region 7 housing scheme going up and all them kind of things, they didn't get that under the APNU AFC. Anybody who telling you they support the APNU AFC, you ask them one question: how did you benefit? How, as a citizen, you're supposed to benefit in some way, shape, or form. How did you benefit? Did you get your house locked? Did you get your road the broke up and they fix it? You placed the flooding and they dig the drain. You had a small business, you get a grant. How did you benefit? How? You get a bridge, the Bella Health Center by you. How? Few and far between will be able to answer you. I guarantee you. Few and far between. Don't go to Maddie and ask, because you might get little licks, because they little touchy up there. Because they get shaft. One big curve shaft, left in the community, does it? That is it for Mario. Right? Linden, nothing. Right? Nothing. There's nothing in Linden currently that you could go to and touch, and you could say the APNU AFC build this 2050 to 2020. I am saying that to you. Hold on, let me think. Nothing. You hear what I'm telling you? Nothing. 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 The President Utaward, through one of the cronies of the APNU, repaint, not even repaint, they do a playground in Victory Valley in Linden. I was there. I was a volunteer, the President Utaward at the time. The guy who run the President Utaward into the ground. Right? That is all I can remember. That I could say, well, hey, look, the PNC do this. And you know what the playground was? A bunch of old tire that we get from the garbage dump that they paint up, because we used to do craft design, repurposing stuff. Right? So it's a bunch of old tires from the dump that they make little animals, and they cut them and mix one and them shipping this. So that I am telling you here now, that's the only thing that I can point at and say, yes, the APNU AFC did that. The only thing. Anybody else, I am offering you guys the opportunity to do the same, because I don't know of anything else. Right? Marisha always late. Marisha always late. Well, that's what talking about, Stephanie. A big deal in Marriott. And the Medians don't like it. When you get up in the morning, people get vexed. Because they see shaft again. Shaft. Right? Shaft. Let me wrap up this here, because I got some other things for me to deal with. Now, the president expressed gratitude to the Guyanese people, external partners, and others who contributed to the country's democratic process and reflected on the strength of character displayed during these challenging times. President Ali reaffirmed his commitment to serving the best interests of every Guyanese citizen and working towards the prosperity of the country as a whole. And I feel like that's the kind of thing you need to be hearing from your president, and the opposition leader should take note and stop telling people foolishness. Now let me jump to another idiot I see over the weekend. Sometimes I scroll the opposition page, just run into these things, and I mean, the sad part about it is that I understand that these guys know exactly what they're saying and what they're doing. But it is a case of, I feel like, the ice past the supporters. So it's like they feel their supporters don't have the ability to assess and understand the situation. So they're going to just run with whatever they say. Listen to this idiot here for me for a second. Right? Now, we know
the government's refusal.
We know Elson's stupidity, but just listen to Elson Lowe's logic. And if the vice president and general secretary of the People's Progressive Party Civic dealt with this, but I'm going to touch on it a little bit to reiterate and probably break it down for those who may not understand the idiocy the PNC trying to push over on Guyanese people. Listen to this man here.
The government's refusal to acknowledge the deepening oil spill crisis in the Caribbean Sea is both alarming and telling. Reportedly, this spill now stretches hundreds of miles from Grenada to Bonaire.
So he said the government refusing to acknowledge the spill. What refusal Elson Law talking about? Is the government Guyana, of the government of Guyana denying that there's an oil spill out there, Elson? What is Elson talking about? Let's continue.
Given indications that this shipment was bound for Guyana, this disaster has the potential to create a foreign affairs crisis that would strain relations between Guyana and several other countries. As Guyana currently holds the chairmanship of CARICOM, it is utterly disgraceful that.
So listen to the logic of this here. So Elson is saying this oil spill that apparently is Guyana's responsibility to strain its relations with its neighbors, and most likely talking about CARICOM states. So in my mind, if that was the case, and we had CARICOM leaders from all CARICOM countries in this country last week, I didn't hear not one of them get up at the podium and say, Guyana is so horrible, they haven't acknowledged this oil spill. Look what they're doing to the Caribbean Sea. Guyana, you're terrible. Oh my God, Guyana. How you? Not one Caribbean leader. So what is Elson Law talking about? Now, mind you, this boat, one, doesn't belong to the Guyana Oil Company. It don't belong to no Guyanese government agency to say, well, it's a boat that belongs to GPL or Public Works or whoever that went to get oil someplace or bunker sea someplace and come back to Guyana. Nothing of the sort, you know. This is a private boat transporting fuel. Private boat. The boat didn't even reach in Guyana waters yet. And these people apparently want the government of Guyana to collect their responsibility in relation to what happened at sea. Now, let me break it down for you because Mauricio Sammy laughing. Now, look at these people, right? Mauricio Sammy decide she want some KFC. So Mauricio called KFC and order a bucket of chicken, a 2 liter, and 3 extra fries with a biscuit. And I am the KFC delivery man. You understand? I pack up Mauricio thing and I left KFC right into Mauricio house. Now, on the way to Mauricio house, I fall down. KFC scatter, everything gone all over the place. And mind you, I said, on the way to Mauricio house, me reaching Mauricio in front of Mauricio place, me reaching Mauricio yard and she dog run me and I threw down this KFC. Me didn't even reach by Mauricio, but I reached in an accident. Right? Now, this is like me, the KFC rider, coming to Mauricio gate now and saying, Mauricio Sammy, I was bringing KFC to you. You call and order for KFC, and I reach into accident. You have to pay for the KFC and pay for my motorcycle. You see Mauricio Sammy need to hand me a hot box. You understand what I'm trying to show you? That's the logic that the PNC is employing. Now, mind you, so if it was that Barbados already decided, and this tanker passed Guyana and wherever, is Barbados' fault? Barbados got to take the responsibility. These people for real. These people for real, y'all think about it. That is, Mauricio Sammy is supposed to hand me a hot box for me coming to her and telling her, hey, you got to pay for this chicken and you got to pay for fix my bike because here, my bike crash up and damage, bringing chicken for you. Mind you again, the boat don't belong to no government agency. Absolutely nothing, Mr. Kishore. Absolutely nothing. You want to know what Low be doing at SAR? Nothing. Foolish. Stupid manner. So that's the logic Elson them implying there. I don't know what they're calling up Guyana name for. Guyana has nothing to do with that. Guyana has nothing to do with that. So, okay, let me look at it this way. Implying his logic. Let's say a cruise liner, God forbid, coming to Guyana, left Trinidad, coming to Guyana on a cruise. And in between, something happened and this cruise line topple over or whatever happened. This Guyana fault? This Guyana fault? It didn't even reach in Guyana waters. Is this Guyana fault? Now look how we trying to tie it into the insurance thing now. Listen to the logic from these people.
We would refuse to urgently address a crisis that severely threatens our Caribbean brothers and sisters.
Address it and say what else? How is that our problem? Whilst I agree that we share the concern of not having the environment contaminated and the effects that it will have on these Caribbean countries that are affected. Where want we do? Like, where want we do? This is not we fault, brother. This is not we fault, partner. The person who operating the vessel, the owner the vessel, the company, liability lies there. Why you playing, man?
Instead, the Minister of Public Infrastructure and GPL have sought to distance the government of Guyana from this disaster through deflection and cover-up. We call for an immediate investigation to identify those responsible for the spill. We also call for a more urgent and comprehensive government response. Without these, Caribbean countries will be solely left to bear the brunt of cleanup efforts.
So why? Okay, I have no problem with Guyana assisting in cleaning up, but according to Elson, why must we bear a brunt if other people bearing brunt to things that happening by them? Again, this is me crashing my bike before I reach Mauritius Army village and then going to Mauritius Army house and saying, look, you ordered this KFC and on the way to bring this KFC to you, you didn't get what you paid for. You didn't get what you ordered. My motorcycle crashed, so you have to buy back my motorcycle and pay for this KFC as well. You understand? Madness. Madness. Hear the insurance thing now.
Slowing down the containment of the spill and straining their local resources and capacities. Additionally, the investigation must encompass the reports that a large quantity of suspected cocaine washed up near the shipwreck site.
I haven't heard such. People, I ain't hear that. I don't know if y'all hear, but I ain't hear that. If whoever hear, please let me know. I ain't hear that. You understand? I have not heard that. So whoever here, please let me know if this is true. If this is true. I have not heard so. And the sad part about it is these guys, and you see, he like Cathy Hughes, it relax and they sound smart, and you know, and the president and the oil spill and that kind of stupidness. Right? That kind of stupidness. And the supporters eat it up because they sound calm and educated. They run with the madness. So anybody who hear about this cocaine thing, please let me know, because I ain't up to now me here but no cocaine wash up. And listen to it. This boat sink offshore, right? In the ocean, the sea. We mean the cocaine wash up at the site. The site is not in the old. Wait, wash up and go. You understand me? Wait, wash up and go. That is the kind of misleading misrepresentation you get from these people. Jesus Christ.
All of this must be viewed in the context that Guyanese citizens have been fighting the battle for full liability coverage for an oil spill offshore Guyana, as well as for full public disclosure of the current coverage.
Good, so that's what I want y'all here. Now again, wait.
But the PAP government persists in actively blocking the lodging of a full liability parent company guarantee.
So good. So he's talking about a full liability, lodging a full liability parent company guarantee, right? Now, people, listen. Elson Law cannot tell you anywhere else in the world that some parent company got a unlimited liability guarantee. You hear what I'm telling you? Unlimited. Unlimited. The vice president would have explained this over and over, what is there. And even if what is there is not enough, you have a bunch of, I think, I don't want to call a number, but significant amount of assets here that can be acquired and repurposed in terms of turning into funds to do whatever in relation to the cleanup. Right? But there is no place that gives unlimited liability coverage. No place. And also now, they have not come forward to say, well, look, we have researched this insurance company or, you know, this body can give you all this unlimited so y'all could go here and get it. Then you have anybody heard them say where you could get this unlimited liability coverage from? Where these parent companies could go and get this unlimited liability coverage? Think about it. Y'all think about it. Anyway, that aside, I have to deal with another mook that I see. And this man here just really grind my gears. Right? Really and truly. I think he's a waste of an individual. He has nothing proper to offer the citizens of the capital city. And the mere fact that he's on this press conference, I think he's disrespectful to the citizens of the capital city. Now, mind you, everybody got a political affiliation, even if you're on the fence or whatever, that is your affiliation. You want to be on the fence. You take no side. Right? This is Mayor Mentor, the current mayor of the capital city, Alfred Mentor. Worries. The Worries Warship Mayor. Now, here is my thing. When last y'all ever see a City Hall press conference? Right? A City Hall press conference. You don't get it. You don't get it. If they catch you on the side for an interview, fine. But you never, I've not seen a press conference coming out of City Hall in a long time. Now, mind you, I understand that Mentor was selected by the APNU after losing his area at the LGE elections to become the mayor of the capital city. But have you seen in an official setting like this, the president or the ministers in kind of a PPP press conference? Now, you see the vice president, he's the general secretary of the party. I understand that. But you don't see the ministers of the government, the president there. Because these persons, they're functioning for the people. So when you see Mayor Mentor here, you know he doesn't have an interest for the citizens. He got party interests. Right? Y'all remember Norton said last year that this year's will be the year of disruption and all kind of thing and whatnot. So they start with the teachers. Now they're starting with this hotel resort that's supposed to be constructed. This man don't even have a budget for his aid, his the mayor city council for 2024 yet, and he's studying hotel and resort that building. This guy can't even collect rates and taxes properly. This guy does not even know all the assets that the council that he's heading has. But he know to go to National Archive to go and find transport that nobody can read. This guy was a council member of a council who in construct they tried to construct a new admin building. Ask them if it finished. Ask them if the admin building finished. And that is why I say to the people who look at this program and the people I talk to, you can't expect anything with sense out of the APNU AFC. Now, this, instead of this mook sit down on a Georgetown Mayor and City Council press conference and defend his position as mayor, you run into R.B. Norton press conference to look just as stupid as R.B. Norton. You have any suggestion? You got anybody who willing to invest in that area to make it profitable for the city? This guy will be just like Ubraj Narain, will leave the chair with no legacy whatsoever. Well, Ubraj just lie down on the road and them kind of stupidness. I don't think he gonna do it because this banner looks douche. You understand? His sentence is coherent and things. Far away from what we had as a Ubraj. And hey, Ubraj was a real low dip there by. Woof. You know what I'm saying? Real low. Whilst I might not appreciate Hamilton, he was a guy who could have delivered a speech. I mean, he did all a little senile. He will run off a little bit. He liked that. But at least, you know, he had a good command in the English language. Former Mayor Chase Green, good command in the English language. Them braps, Ubraje reskin. You can't put Heil in people's hand that already Heil. We was cracking up. We was rolling. Y'all forget them thing. Oh my God. Y'all remember the time Ubraj tried to call a number? Some number in the millions. Oh my goodness. Look, listen. Sometimes I just wonder if these things are scripted and who writing them. Who writing them? You hear what I'm telling you? Who writing them? But nevertheless, I am saying, Mr. Mayor, if you're representing the citizens of Georgetown, you should do it on the mayor and city council platform. What are you doing there? What are you doing there, sir? You are beyond party foolishness now. You're representing the entire city of Georgetown. Right? You're representing the city of Georgetown. So you should do this at a mayor and city council press conference, right? And invite councillors from both sides to give their views on what the issues are at the city council. You need to work on your budget. You need to go to Princess Street and check out the facility there. And that is what is shocking me. This guy got so much on his plate. So much on his plate to do. And you are losing focus. You're losing focus, brother. You're losing focus. Anyway, I see somebody send me something here about cricket and cricket and cricket. This banner, all this banner studying is cricket. So let me share this with y'all. a youth from Bartica. I think he's from. Um, Let me get the information right. Let me put up the photo. These people is here are only sharing certain people information and that kind of thing. I put up this photo. Anyway, guys, so we got another youth from Bartica there excelling in cricket, under the stewardship of one of the infamous Jacobs. You know these Jacobs like cricket, Stephen and Delroy and these guys, big time cricketers. Get this thing in download. Stupid is this. Right. So, and imagine though, look, they send the information. Oh, Ronaldo Jeffries. Okay. Hold on, Ronaldo. Let me give you a couple of minutes of fame here before I get bad name. So Ronaldo Jeffries doing very well in a cricket tournament there in Essequibo. And it's great to see that the older ones take some time to impart the knowledge on the younger ones so that they can go out there and make their mark as well. Oh, that's why I didn't see where you say it. Right. They can go out there and make their mark as well. I think Mr. Delroy Jacobs is his manager, I think, working along with him. And this here is Ronaldo Jeffries Jeffrey from Bartica, and he would have been playing in the we playing in right. So he's a wicket keeper and opening batsman. Ronaldo Jeffries, he made 56, not out, 2 catches, 2 runouts, and was awarded man of the match. This youngster here from Bartica, and he was in the Essequibo Interzone under 17 tournament, and he is the man in the match for both of the games that he would have played. So hats off to the coaches and the persons there guiding these youths, and big up yourself, Ronaldo Jeffries, for doing a wonderful job there. This could very well be our next Shamar Joseph. This could be our next Shamar Joseph, so y'all watch out, people. And then Charmin Blackman got do another Shamar Joseph, big thing in town, going around. Shamar Joseph. Y'all hear the song? Right? Y'all hear the song, Shamar Joseph? This could be our next Shamar Joseph, guys. So, I said for Matt said no, please. So guys, this is Ronaldo doing very well there. Hats off to the manager, the team, Delroy Jacobs. It is Bartica, South Bartica combined. So Delroy Jacobs and all the other persons managing the team there. Great job. Keep the youths in focus. Keep pushing them. And ensuring they rise to higher heights, right? Special good morning to Office of the Prime Minister, OPM representative Mr. Earing Ward, OPM representative in Region 10, Mr. Oren Wilson, OPM representative in Region 2, Mr. Adams, morning to all those persons, all the REOs, all the chairmen, all the ministers, all the public servants, all the teachers, morning to you guys. It's Monday. Y'all go out there and be productive. Go out there and be good Guyanese. Guys, share the live. So if anybody miss it, they can get it. And we ain't got no problem, right? If y'all see Ronaldo Jeffries on Facebook or in Bartica, give him a big up, give him some encouragement. Because, you know, the youths are the future, and we have been making really wonderful strides in sports and that kind of thing. But Richard Sayas said, bang, bang, balang. What I mean, people? It's time. Bang, bang, balang. Look. heading out to here. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me on yet another episode of Livewire. Continue to be good, great Guyanese. It is Courdel Jones saying bye for now and reminding you it's all about peace, love, one Guyana.
All them gory man stand still. And we gonna do a gory man walk right now. You ready? Boxer, let me go now. Hear me sing now. Gory walk, gory walk, gory walk, everything. Gory walk, jump, gory walk, gory walk, gory walk, everything. Gory. Me say, gory jump, gory jump, gory jump, everything. Gory jump, gory jump, gory jump, gory jump, everything. Hear me sing, so. Big body can wearing tight pants. Big body just wear on the big shot. Big body can wearing tight pants. Big body just hear me sing. Bang bang balang, cut your goody. Bang bang balang, strong baby goody. Bang bang balang, cut your goody. Bang bang balang, hear me, listen. Big body can wearing tight pants. Big body just wear on the big shot. Big body can wearing tight pants.
There's going to be a time where the is going to come into effect.
Mali, 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 sugar, 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 papi, 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 sour, 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 sour.
Oh, God.
Entertainer time.
Oh, God.
All the girls,
Oh, God.
Mali, 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 sugar, 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 papi, 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 sour, 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 sour. Remember, lash up head, lash up head, help me, girl, lash up head, lash up head. All them gory man stand still. And we gonna do a gory man walk right now. You ready? Boxer, let me go now. Hear me sing now. Gory walk, gory walk, gory walk, everything. Gory walk, jump, gory walk, gory walk, gory walk, everything. Gory. Me say, gory jump, gory jump, gory jump, everything. Gory jump, gory jump, gory jump, gory jump, everything. Hear me sing, so. Big body can wearing tight pants. Big body just wear on the big shot. Big body can wearing tight pants. Big body just hear me sing. Bang bang balang, cut your goody. Bang bang balang, strong baby goody. Bang bang balang, cut your goody. Bang bang balang, hear me, listen. Big body can wearing tight pants. Big body just wear on the big shot. Big body can wearing tight pants.